Hi, my name's Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. I have a couple of announcements before I get going on today's card. First, if you are not on my email list, or if you are and you didn't open it, this Thursday, June 24th, Stampin' Up! Has free shipping. So they don't do that maybe a couple of times a year, maybe once a year. They don't do it very often, so you don't want to miss it. It's just 24 hours. The 24 hours mountain time of June 24th. So you'll want to start getting your list together. It's a minimum of $50. But there's a couple of fun things, like the paper I'm going to use today is free, or not free, but you can purchase it when you have a $150 order. It's a giant paper stack. It's one of the biggest ones we've ever had, and it's very inexpensive when you use it with your host things, because when you get to 150, then Stampin' Up! Gives you free stuff. My gift with purchase this month starts at $40. So you'll want to spend the $50 to get my gift and the free shipping. So at $40, you get in color jewels from me, which are fabulous. They're these, my little used up sheet. At $50, you're part of my VIP video club. And then the rewards that I offer just get higher from there. And it's all with free shipping on Thursday. So you want to take advantage of that. And then on June 26th is the last day that you can sign up for my online summer retreat. It's called Summer Moments. I'll show you a couple of the things that we're going to be using. And then today's set is also one of the featured bundles. So when I do my retreats, there's usually 3 or 4 different items that are featured, and you can get the whole retreat in a box, which has all the materials for the 12 projects and all of the bundles that we use, all the dies that we use, and then some goodies. And then you can go all the way down to just getting the videos. So there's 4 different packages that you can choose from for the retreat. And then it's all online, so you don't have to actually be there for the retreat. I'll start posting the videos Friday afternoon of retreat weekend, and then they post over the course of the entire weekend, but you have access to them for a year. So if you're busy that weekend, just do it the next, or do one a weeknight, do it however you want. You can save them and do them in December if you're super busy this summer. But the featured bundles, and so you can get all 4, you can pick 2, or you can just get the card supplies and use similar sets to what you have. I always do 4 alternate projects as well, where I will use stamp sets that are similar-ish that we have right now, but aren't the exact same. So to kind of show you how you can do the same with what you have. So one of the things we're using, not the C stuff, but the diorama dies. So those will kind of be mixed in with our things. You do need a die cut machine to do this retreat. So these are the diorama dies. All the cards I'm showing you now, they all have their own video on my channel. So you can go check it out if you want to see the full video if you've missed it. Then we're going to do the Turtle Friends bundle, which is a stamp set and a punch. So here's the Turtle Friends. And then one of the techniques we're doing, because it's Summer Moments, some of the cards super fast, because sometimes in the summer we're so busy we can hardly breathe, and we're so busy, and Friday night we realize, oh, we have a bridal shower tomorrow. So sometimes we need super fast cards. And then other times we're like, well, I have a week off, I'm just lazing around the house, I want to do the art. So the retreat's going to be kind of half and half. Some really fast cards, and then one of the techniques we're going to be doing is some things with the ink transfer. So that is featured on this. And then this one is super fast. It was just colored in. And then this is After the Storm. And this again has the ink transfer. So we're going to be doing this technique and using this stamp set. This one doesn't have dies. This is the first time I've ever mixed and matched dies and punches and all that. And then the one I'm going to use today is called What's Cookin'. This is a traditional bundle. So this one has this, the stamps and the dies. It's a super cute set. And in this one, I only used these words, and then I used these dies. Today I'm going to use the same words, but I'm not going to use any of these dies. So we're going to go a different way with it. But it's super cute. You could use it for bridal showers. How much fun would that be for a bridal shower when you're giving a kitchen kind of gift? Or, if you're having a patio party, there's just a Father's Day, tons of fun uses for this. And then I'm going to use the Hostess paper that I told you about. It's a giant pack of paper. One side's all super fun colors, and the other side's all black and white. We're using the super fun colors. So I'm going to do my stamping on basic white. So let's fold this in half. And then I started the card and I did it all in, I'll tell you the truth, I did it all in Memento and then I colored them in and they didn't like it. So then I started over. So instead of coloring these stamps in, because they're distinctive and they're really pretty, so instead I went for stamping them in the colors. So I just pulled out 4 of the colors that are in the paper. So this is Poppy, and we'll do this little bowl here. All this is going to be die cut, so you can kind of do it however you want. Then I have Granny Apple Green. We'll get this super fun salt and pepper shaker. And the Granny Apple. So these 2 I'm going to cut with the dies that come out. The other 2 I'm going to use the little stitched rectangles, the scalloped rectangles, I think they're called. All of the supplies will be underneath the video because sometimes I don't remember all the names. I've been doing this for too long to remember all the names. So add those. Aren't those adorable? So super cute. And then this next panel, I'm going to put the words. So I have the big sentiment. And I found I did it twice and I found it was easier to do the words and then line the rolling or the thing up with the words, because then if they're crooked, you can kind of straighten it with the other. Then I'm also going to do on the back of my card, so this can be the back. Sometimes we have a tendency to flip them over even when they don't need to be flipped. So this says happiness is homemade, and you could put this on the back of all of your cards. It doesn't even have to just stay on this one because all of our cards are homemade. So I have those 2, and then one of my favorite colors is Petal Pink. So on the back of the card, I'm going to take the rolling pin. Just stamp that over the top. Super cute. And flip that over because now that's the front of our card. And then I need the spatula. So now I can kind of see this, the handle of it, and then I can line that up through there. And this isn't going to be crooked because we're cutting it out with this, so you have the ability to fix it. So I found it was easier to just line that up so I knew it was going to hit. If they were photopolymer, you could do it either way, but this was just easier this way. Okay, so now we're going to cut these out. And I do have this little scalloped rectangle. I'm going to cut, well here, I'll do, I was going to say you don't need to do it, but I do want to show you one thing. Let's get these, and I'm just going to snip them apart so they're a little bit further apart on my machine. So I'm going to stick the bowl here. So we have a cute little bowl. And make sure your plate's pulled out all the way because we're putting on more than one thing. And so if you take all the time to line everything up and then your plate has to go in like that at an angle and they all move, it's because you didn't do them first. But I wanted to show you this. Look at how fun this die is. It has both of them. So they go through at once. I don't want it to do a speed bump, so I'm going to turn it a little bit because if your machine kerplunks, you do speed bumps and that's not good for your machine or your dies. And then I'll just line this up on here. And now we can lay this flat on top because if you do that, then that's when your dies move. So put this on, and as soon as it goes down, just hold on to it. And hold on to this because things can bounce in your machine, but see, there's no kerplunking, there's no bouncing, and then everything stayed where I wanted it. But you do have to kind of hold on to it. It's a machine, but it's handmade. So we have this, and then I'm gonna cut the rest of these out with the rectangles, and then I'll fast forward that part of the video. Okay, so we have all of our pieces. And we're gonna just get them all lined up here. So this has the words, so we're done with this. I wanted kind of each panel to be a little different. These two have these popped up. So let's grab our dimensionals. Put a big one on the back of this. Stick this on here. just in the middle. And then these you'll need the tiny ones. If you only have the tiny ones, you can use them on the bowl as well. And this takes two. You want to put one at the bottom and then one at the top because you don't want it to get bent. This would also be a really fun card if you're hosting a bridal shower to make the invitations, especially if it's one where she's registered for a lot of kitchen kind of items. That one, and then two on here. I like the tiny dimensionals because they are good for tiny things like this, but I also don't like them because they take twice as long. And because these little backs, I mean, the big backs are bad, these little backs end up everywhere. So stick this on. So we've got those two. We've got the one with the words, and then this one, as of today, these are still half price and still available, but they could sell out at any time. If they're gone, you could put a sequin or you could put any other kind of embellishment right here. But I just love these little red hearts, and they are half off. So until they sell out or till the end of June. But if you don't have those, you could just add like a red rhinestone or something there, just so that one has a little something extra. And when I ran it through, I did make sure that those were towards the edge. So now I have Blushing Bride, which is appropriate if you're doing a bridal shower. Now I found the easiest way to put these on was I'm just gonna add the adhesive to my card. This is the card back part, and then you start with one, and they have to go all the way to the edge so they fit. And then let's do this one. And I used seal, just regular seal, so if they're crooked, I can lift them up. So just don't press them all the way down till you know everything's where you want it to be. And I'm gonna add a little bit of twine in the middle, so I'm gonna add a little bit of space. And again, right to the edges. My original plan had been to cut these out and then layer them on the next size rectangle. I don't know how big of a card I thought I was making because that didn't work. So these just fit. So now that they're on there where you want them to be, just press those down. And then this is the twine from the Playful Pets. And it was in the suite last year. Now you can just get it in the ribbon section of the catalog. Just tie a really quick bow. And it's a combo set of ribbon, and the other one is the red with the stitching through it. So either one of them would work on this card. So make sure your bow's even. And this, if you're bow challenged, twine should be your thing. So I'm gonna add this here, just right in the middle. Stick my bow there. I'm gonna flip my card over and kind of pull these where they kind of need to be, but we can pick them back up in a second. And then I am going to go ahead and put, full strips of that there. And now this will just be ready to stick on the card once I have the ribbon where I want it. So pull this, you want it to kind of go straight, because if it's crooked, it's gonna make all of your straight rectangles look a little bit off. So just pull it straight, stick it in that adhesive back here, and then once you know it is where you want it, stick that. And then take your card, make sure you have your Happiness is Homemade back on the back. And this just goes right here. It goes edge to edge because they're both 5.5. Super cute. Is that not so cute? And I mean, you could just do this for any occasion. It says sending you a dash of kindness and a spoonful of love. My garden is getting ready to burst with tomatoes. So it'd be fun if you have baked goods or you're dropping off something from your garden to a neighbor or a family member. You could just make a fun little card. Here's my other one. And I did want to show you this one. This one opens this direction because, like I said, I kind of switched up how I was doing it. And so I had cut this in half, and I was going to use it for the other variation of my card when I thought they'd go on frames. So I had it cut like this. It doesn't matter. You can do it. Always cut your cards whichever way you want. So there you go. I'd love to have you in my online retreat. All of the details for that are on my website, and the registration does close on the 26th, and free shipping, yay, on Thursday. So everybody have a great day, and I will catch you back here later. Bye.